Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. So tomorrow, May 6th, is celebrated as Ishwaramma Day by the devotees and SIO members all over the world. This is also celebrated as a Children's Day because Mother Easwaramma was very fond of children. She loved children very much. And also, there are many service activities undertaken on this day by devotees all over because she also loved serving the needy people. And she is aptly called the chosen mother. Actually, the late Professor Kasturi wrote a nice biography of Mother Easwaramma and her life. And the title was Ishwaramma, the Chosen Mother. So this is the best way to pay homage to a great soul like that, who is the chosen mother of the avatar himself. So for her is to reminisce and see her life, because she was embodiment of love, compassion, and sacrifice. For people who don't know that she was named, earlier name was Namagiri Amma. Some of you know, mother of Shidi Baba, Swami has revealed, was Devagiri Amma. So Swami's mother's name was Namagiri Amma. But in his prophetic wisdom, the grandfather of Swami, the Kondamaraju, he changed her name to Ishwaramma because he has that intuitive feeling, because he had the revelation that the Avadhuta, Venkavaduta told that the Lord will be born in this family, in the Bharadwaja Gotra, and in their family. So he changed her name to Ishwaramma, which is aptly mother of Ishwara, mother of the Lord, mother of Lord Shiva, which Swami is, both Shiva and Shakti. So that is how she was named Ishwaramma. And to be the mother of an avatar, that is the greatest blessing. So God chooses only the pure souls. Like Lord Sri Rama, he chose Kausalya. And Lord Sri Krishna, he chose Devaki. And Lord Jesus, he chose Mary. And our Lord Sai, he chose Mother Ishwaramma. That is why so much importance is given to mother of an avatar. When you chant about Lord Rama, Suprabhatam, Kausalya Supraja Rama, you say, son of Lord Kausalya. And same thing with Swami, you say Ishwaramma Suta. And Mother Mary, you know how much importance the Christians, particularly the Catholics, give to Mother Mary. So the importance of the chosen mother. But her life was a saga of love and sacrifice. It showed even when Swami was conceived, so one time there was an interesting incident in the Prashanti Mandir. Swami, this is a great scholar. He asked one guy, Ram Sharma, he asked Swami, your words is, not too many people understood there because they don't know Sanskrit. Your words is Pravesham or Prasavam. That means ordinarily when children are born, it is called Prasavam, childbirth. So is it Pravesham, entrance? So Swami looked at Mother Easwaramma, asked her. Then she revealed how the blue light entered when she went to the well. That means it is not in like an ordinary conception, but it is the Lord entering the womb. So that happens to whenever there is you can hear the story of Lord Jesus, how he was conceived by Mother Mary. So that is the way it was, how Swami chose her to be a mother. Interesting couple of incidents when Swami, introduced the Pandari bhajans in the town. So those times Swami used to love the bhajans, and the group of these children, he used to take them so that they, instead of wasting time in other things, they used to sing the glory of the Lord Panduranga. So after that, his mother, they were not that wealthy family. So she used to have some change, pocket money kind of things, Mother Easwaramma. So, but she used to save a couple of annas from that. And after this Pandari Bhajan is done, for the kids, she used to buy those days just 2 annas. That means comparable to 2 cents, 2 pennies. So she used to buy 2 bags full of this puffed rice and give it to those kids. So she was always loved kids. And even when children come, one time interesting, so one family came and they were there because the child was very sick. And the family stayed there for a week and Swami didn't talk to them because they had to go back because they came for a week. And they were very much sad and they are crying and they approached Mother Easwaramma. So, Swami says, nobody can give recommendation to Swami, then they'll be out. But Mother Easwaramma, she has with pure heart and innocency approaches. So they said, oh, we are leaving today, can you do something? And she took the little child into her bosom. She ran into Swami's room, just straight went to Swami and said, Swami, these people are leaving, you should take care. Yes, he said, I will look into that. No, not right now, I want you to take care. She insisted on Swami, and knowing her sincerity and her love and simplicity, Swami yielded. There is another interesting incident Swami himself related. Swami used to conduct summer courses in Vrindavan. It started in 1972. And one of the summer courses, that summer course, so the lectures were going on, and then they also served the meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So during one of those times, one of these boys, everybody is supposed to finish eating, then you get up and leave. So there is manners. So this boy, because he was somebody new for this whole routine, so he got up before everybody got up and he left. So the vice chancellor at that time is Gokak. He is very strict disciplinarian. He watched that. He took him to task and he said, no more you are allowed for this. You are dismissed. So this guy, poor guy, was frustrated. He was crying and he went to Mother Easwaramma. Then Mother Easwaramma just was waiting. So just said, wait, I will take care of him. Then she was waiting there. And then meanwhile, Professor Gokak, the vice chancellor at that time, he was going that way and he saw Mother Easwaramma and he did namaskar to her. And she also did namaskar. Then she told him, wait. So one of the boys, you took him to task and you told him not to come. Mother, he was indisciplined. He did not do right thing. Yeah, he did, but he's a young boy. You should forgive him, give him one warning, and just you should let him. See that you did namaskar and I did namaskar. Everything reflection, reaction, resound. So you heard that boy, you have to pay for it. Then that man, particularly 2 things. One is Mother Easwaramma is telling Lord's mother. And second thing is the law of karma. So he says, okay, then he corrected and let the boy come back to the summer course. That is the kind of love she had for all people. Always forgiving and giving and forgiving. Swami says, what is love? Giving and forgiving. You see, there is an example how she was always giving and also was forgiving. Also, she's so innocent. So this is a very cute story. In 1968, Swami was going to Africa. That was the first time he went out of India, and that is the only time. Physically he went. I know in his omnipresent form, he's there with us all over, whether in Argentina, Russia, or Europe, or Australia. But physically he went there in 1968, and this is the only time even Guru Purnima he spent in East Africa. So the 3 countries he visited was Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. So before he went there, so somebody told Mother Easwaramma, there are cannibals, that people eat people. So and their human flesh they eat. So she was so scared, they eat. So then Professor Kasturi said, Ma, don't worry about it. Swami is God. Nothing will happen. I know he is God, you know he is God, but those cannibals, do they know he is God? They will eat him up. So she was so worried, and it's like innocent, like Mother Yashoda worried about Lord Krishna, because the wheel of Maya, that time, they don't realize the divinity. They have that love for their child. And Swami said, don't worry, I will take care. Anyway, there's so much gold. Swami, like to tease. There's so much gold on the streets you will find in Africa. There are gold mines there. They'll be lying like dates. You'll be there. I'll pick them up and bring to you. You'll have lots of jewelry done. So he was playing with her like mother. So that kind of relationship they had. But she was an exemplary devotee and humanitarian. We all have heard many times. So because the children of the Puttaparthi village, they have to go for a walk on foot. Swami himself had to walk to go to just even for primary school. So she felt sad and she asked Swami, please start a school. And Swami is obliged, and Swami started, fulfilled her vision, started a school. And then you know what happened. There was colleges and many campuses. Finally, the Sathya University, where from primary to doctoral education, the education is given completely free, and where the emphasis is on character development. That is the integral education, and Swami has shown that is how it is important, both secular and spiritual education for man's full development. Actually, there's another interesting incident. There is a time in '68, she was there in Mumbai, and she saw some of the children, some young girls, of the children of the host, they were going to college. So she said, oh, this, because in the village she was there, the women were not well educated. Oh, the girls can get education. You start the college for girls. That is why Swami, the first college he started is not any other college, women's college in Anantapur. Because that is the initiation, Mother Easwaramma's prayer. He answered and started first the women's college in the Anantapur, following that trip to Africa. And another thing you have heard, how there was no hospital in Prashanti Nilayam. So they had to go all the way to get medical care. So she prayed, please, at least start a clinic, a dispensary. Then Swami started a small hospital, 2-bedded general hospital. It was only 2 beds. Then subsequently what happened? Then we have super specialty hospital where primary to tertiary care. That means simple cold and cough to the heart surgery, brain surgery, everything is done. State-of-the-art healthcare, freely and with love and compassion. And third thing is, they didn't even have much drinking water, so they had to go different places for getting the drinking water. So she prayed, and then subsequently Swami had wells for the drinking water, but this expanded where he provided the drinking water for the whole of Anantapur district. And subsequently, to many, many millions of people in the state of Andhra Pradesh, in the state of Tamil Nadu, all over the world. It is not just there. Inspired by that, our international organization, we have water projects in Africa, in El Salvador, and in different parts of the world. They have started scattering to the needs of the people who need water. So this is how our simple wishes, but they are noble wishes. Swami says, if we have good sankalpa is there. That is why Swami says, Sat Sankalpa. We all need to have the good Sankalpa, then God's grace, divine Sankalpa will come in. So it is like positive and negative, then only the electricity will come. So you have good Sankalpa, yeah, I want to do good, then divine grace will come. She had a Swami said, Sat Sankalpa, the Swami's divine Salpanka made it happen. So many humanitarian projects, magnanimous, serving millions of people all over the world, through not only in India, but now all parts of the world. That is the mother's love for all humanity. And then I want to end how she was an exemplary devotee. Now, not only a good mother, good human being, good humanitarian, but always thinking about Swami. So, she had the relation, loved Swami as her own son. That is natural. All the avatars you read, Mary, Mother Mary, and then Kausalya, Devaki, Yashoda, they all have that, because God puts that Maya so that they have that relationship, mother and son, so that they can enjoy that. But at one time she had a high fever. She was in Prashanti and she had high fever for 4 days. That time she was suddenly had a vision. It's really a practical thing. She saw Lord Rama, huge Ajanubha, the one with the huge figure, because Swami is not that big. So he appeared and blessed. She was so much in bliss. And next day she was all excited and told another devotee called Peddabotu, you might have heard. So she was in the time of Shidi Baba, and then she also saw Swami. So after Shidi Baba left, 20 years after, she came to Prashanti and settled there, and she was there till the end. Swami, because she used to wear a big botu, Swami used to call Pedda Botu. He used to make fun. Her name is original Gali Sharada Devi. But then Swami used to call her, and this Mother Easwaramma told, oh, Swami is Rama. She said, yeah, he is, because she wrote many poems how Swami is all avatars. So that is the vision Swami gave her. And then that how she left her body. 1972 summer course, as people, students from all over India, they come and participate in this summer course. And then they have in the morning, these students go for Nagar Sankirtan. They come back, and then Swami comes and gives them darshan, balcony darshan, and blesses all of them. So on before that, Swami was going for shower, and this lady, just the day before, interesting thing is, Swami asked her on May 5th, I used to call her Gruhamammai. That is the use, and do you have any desires? Do you have anything? No, you are so loving. You took care of everything for me. You gave the comfortable place to stay. Siaris, you took me to all the pilgrimages, the Badrinath, and then Kashi, all the pilgrimage places which I wanted to go, you took. Now I have no more desire. Sure, you must have one thing. So Swami knows, my granddaughter's something, birthday or something, I want to have a sari. Then Swami made a special arrangement, go and buy a sari, bring it, and she gave it to her granddaughter. So she had the unfulfilled wish that is also there. So next day on May 6th, so then she's just had sipped her coffee in the morning, and then suddenly says, Swami, 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 she calls loud. And then Swami says, I am coming, coming, coming. So responded, and she breathed breath at last. So she left the body. So that is the way, that is this. This is called Anayas Maranam. Two things God says, my father used to chant this, Lord, give me three things, only three things. I don't want anything else, not big house or fancy cars, lands. Anayasa Maranam. That means painless death, easy death, close, and then she gone. Vina Dainyana Jeevitam. Life not dependent on other people for your basic needs like food, clothing, or changing, doing the daily thing. And Dehante Tavasayudyam. At the end, be one with you, merge with you. So she had all the three. She passed away without any pain or suffering, and she was not dependent on anybody for her basic needs, and she was merged with Swami. That is the ideal life an exemplary devotee lives. That is why Lord Krishna says in Gita, Antakale chamayameva smaran muktva kale bharamyap. Whoever at the end thinks about me, that means not just at the end, including the end. Otherwise, some people say, postpone to the end. Yeah, at the end I will think. Don't think it that easy. When throughout your life, you are thinking about something else, at the end, that thing will come. I have seen my friends, who somebody is dying, they will think whom to write this thing, which part of the estate, whom it will go, how to cut down taxes, what will happen. Mind will work on that. Actually, Swami told an interesting story, which a lot of you know, that one guy had 4 sons. He was smart. Last minute, I want to call. So he had Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Achyuta, all the 4 names he put. So it's actually was on the deathbed, he may die any minute. So all the 4 sons were there. So he said, then he says, oh, he was happy. Then he says, hey, all the 4 of you who will take care of the shop? Because he had a business. Somebody has to take care of the business. You guys are all here. So last minute his thought was business. So it is not that easy. All the time you go on thinking about God, and only you can think God. Swami showed me, even Professor Kasturi, when he was passing away, just they were there, and then tap, there was a trickling of water, tick, tick, tick. Swami said, make sure it's only go on having the Sai Ram chanted, that complete absorption, God's name at the end, then only you become merged with God. So that is the wonderful life she led. So that's the way tomorrow, think about her life, and be an example, follow how to live a life of love. Sai Ram.